Welcome to EO Talks, Eastern Oregon's very own talk show, only here on EO Alive.
Introduce yourself and tell us what office you're running for.
My name is Justin Rock, and I am running for the City of La Grande for mayor.
Tell us more about your personal and professional background.
I have served on the Planning Commission for 9 years. I've as well did 2 terms, so that's 8 years on the City Council. I have been a business owner for 21 years, and I was born and raised in La Grande, and I served 4 years in the Marine Corps.
Do you have any public service or political background?
I have actually quite a bit of public service. I've spent 9 years on the Planning Commission and then 2 full terms as a city councilor, so 8 years.
Can you give us a more in-depth look at your personal biography?
I was born and raised in La Grande. I went to La Grande High School. From that point, went into the Marine Corps, served 4 years in the Marine Corps down in California, did 2 Westbacks. So I've been all over the world. Been to 25 different countries. After that, I returned and worked for my family at our shop at the time was Wendell's. In 2001, me and my father took over and became Rock and Sons Tire and Auto. I purchased my father's half out 4 years ago, and so I've been the sole owner of Rock and Sons for the last 4. But like I said, since 2001, I've been a business owner in our great city.
What city and community issues do you hope to address as the mayor of La Grande?
A couple of the small issues is, of course, number one is always a big issue is streets. Keep working with Public Works to try to address and fix the worst streets we have with the money that we have. That's always the big issue, is financing to repair the roads. But to continue to work along with Public Works to address that issue and help the citizens, with the roads that are the worst and try to get our roads back up. Unfortunately, it won't be a 2-year term to fix that issue. That's of course a longer issue to address. A couple other issues. One of them is to start getting more citizens involved with the city. How I think that we could do that is recently attended the celebration of La Grande. It was an amazing thing. There were a lot of citizens to be able to come out. In the future, I'd like to see more events like that, so the citizens get to see the leaders of La Grande to come out more into the community, see the citizens a little more on something like that. I think it's a good thing where it's a good environment for people to come out to and see. Another big issue we have is housing. Work with the different entities to help infrastructure, build more infrastructure so we can get more places to bring more housing. And that's a big issue in my eyes is housing, because if we don't have enough houses, we can't have enough workforce, and that's another issue.
Favorite Oregon historical figure?
One of our local ones would be, in my eye, look more local versus the state of Oregon, but Ray Baum, I think, me growing up and seeing him in the political arena, the man was a great man, definitely a person to look up to, but he served his community, not just in the city of La Grande or Union County, but for the state of Oregon. And I hope more people could look at people like him, and that's what we strive to do. Describe
your personal values and where they come from.
I hold myself to very high standards, and that would become from my family in the Marine Corps. I work very hard. I work every day. And most people that do know me know that I am a very hard worker. And so if I do become mayor, I will give you everything I have. I will be honest, up front with people. Most people that have came to me with issues, I always ask them to come to the council so they speak to all 7 versus just one of us. I don't like doing things, in closed doors. I like it out in front so everybody can see what we're talking about. And then that way the issue gets out so everybody can work it as a team.
Do you anticipate any potential criticisms from your opponent? And do you have any potential criticisms of your opponent?
I don't believe in doing negative politics. I just let everybody know who I am, and I run up front. Like I said, I don't believe in negativity, so I would never say anything bad about my opponent. All I can say about myself is I have experience. I've sat on the council. I've sat on committees. I've been a part of this community for almost 47 years. I'm 46. I'll be 47 December. This is my community, and I am very invested. I am not going nowhere. And so I believe I would be the best candidate for this position.
Now it's time for our world famous lightning round. Favorite La Grande landmark?
Riverside Park.
Favorite La Grande restaurant?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of hard. I'm a fat kid. I like all of them. Mamacita's is a really good one. 10th Street Depot. Cinco de Mayo. See, I can't pick one. They're all good.
Ducks or beeves?
I'd have to go Beavs because I got family members who are Beavers, so I got to go Beavers.
Favorite place in Eastern Oregon?
La Grande, Oregon.
Final thoughts for the viewers, and can you let them know how they can get in touch with you?
Final thoughts. All I can say is I will give you 110% all the time. I am the best candidate. I have the experience. I was born and raised here. I want my son to grow up into the community I grew up into, La Grande, and I think I can help try to bring some of that back. Of course, time periods have changed, but I will do everything in my power to try to make La Grande the best place it could be to live. What was the other part?
How can people get a hold of you?
The best way to get a hold of me is a couple different ways. You can go to my email address, which is jrock@cityoflagrande. Email me a question. I will get back to you as soon as possible.